Hi, and welcome to Astro Bites for Tuesday, the 27th of August, 2024. So, let's see what's going on today. The moon is still in Gemini, and it's coming up and virtually already conjunct Jupiter, our planet of luck and opportunity and expansion. And the moon sometimes can represent the people in general, especially in what we call a mundane chart, which this is, which doesn't mean it's boring and mundane. It just means that it's about a point in time. It's looking at things very generally based and not at individual horoscopes. So let's think about this. Moon, Jupiter, and they're coming up to, well, they're already, or Mars is moving away, but basically conjunct Mars. Mars, remember, is our planet of energy, action, assertion, arguments, disputes. We could get everything and all sorts today, but I do feel there's going to be a lot of communication going on, and that may be on the news, on the world stage. And what's interesting is that in the event chart, we have these three planets, the moon, Jupiter and Mars, in the 9th house. Now, the 9th house, of course, is about travel. It can be about education. It can be about spiritual enlightenment. And so there's a sense with this energy of maybe talking to people at a distance. And what is super exciting is that I think the moon being here, conjunct Jupiter, just takes the edge off that ongoing square to Saturn, retrograde in Pisces, that is, being kind of slowing things down and making us think twice before we make any major decisions, which is not a bad thing, actually, if you think about it. So I think this will be quite a chatty day. And if you do kind of watch the news, I think there'll be lots of interesting bits of information that come across the airwaves. Let's look at one of the other aspects we've got today, because we have Mercury, our planet of communication, in Leo, and Mercury is coming up to a kind of complete exact square with Uranus in Taurus. Now, Uranus, remember, is our planet of the unexpected, shocks, surprises. The moon conjunct Jupiter could mean we get some nice surprises today, but it may evoke or bring up challenging discussions that have to take place for maybe plans to unfold. So we have that ongoing square. We also have Uranus, and this is the major transit for today. We have Uranus trining, which is good and helpful, Venus in Virgo. Now, this is a nice energy. Now, Venus in Virgo can tend to make us a little bit self-critical and not feel as if we are kind of, we don't always value ourselves or have the self-confidence that we should have when Venus is in Virgo. We will start ruminating and worrying over little things. And because Mercury is still direct in Leo, coming back to join Virgo, or coming forwards to join Virgo, the co-sign that it rules along with Gemini. And Mercury in Leo can make things a little bit of a drama. So there is this energy with that Mercury squaring Uranus, that the shocks and surprises that might develop today are kind of a little bit, the way we talk about them, we make them, we stretch the kind of truth a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting and spicy, rather than what Virgo wants us to do, which is stick to the facts. So be careful, whatever it is you may be passing on in information, actually, that you don't get caught in the Leo drama and that you stick with the facts. So Uranus also trining Venus can bring some good news with regards to finance. That might be your own personal finance or financial situation, but it may be that we do see a little bit more buoyancy in the stock markets and the currency and foreign exchange. And that may be because things start to settle down in some of our problem areas like the Middle East and Ukraine. So I think that is more likely than not. Now, I just want to talk briefly about Pluto before we move into the word for the day, because Pluto is also being trined by Venus. So there is actually, between Pluto, Uranus and Venus, you've got a kind of grand trine. It's a grand, well, it should be an Earth trine, but it's not, because Pluto hasn't actually retrograded into Capricorn yet. So it's kind of, basically what it does is it weakens it, because Pluto is still in Aquarius, but it's got 6 minutes left before it steps back into Capricorn. More about that next week. So, this trine kind of indicates that news or surprises or shocks that do come today, and remember, this can be on a personal level, and I think it could be to do with anything that is a little bit more fun, could be quite positive and almost what I would say transformative. And of course, Pluto, our planet of transformation, is moving. It's 6 minutes away from being completely sextile to retrograde Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune rules Pisces. And that is going to be, it's almost like you're beginning to see that certain dreams that you have, you know what? They could actually become a reality. I wonder how our word for the day feeds into this. Let's have a look. So if I go to our word for the day for Tuesday, the 27th of August, I've chosen the word attachment. I think attachment is quite an interesting word for several reasons. Attachment is something that I think we are very prone to you know, the sort of when people talk about kind of the best way to live, if you think of more, say, like Buddhist views and ideas, it's about detachment. It's about nothing is actually mine. So it's about this sense that we have that that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, and that's mine over there. And we can do that with people as well. And so attachment is not always very healthy or helpful. If we are too attached to objects, say this ring, which I bought in Istanbul in Turkey, and also these earrings I got in the same shop. Now, it's a turquoise and I love it and I'm very fond of it. I don't wear it a lot, but sometimes it pulls me in and I take it out. But if I lost it and I'm too attached to it, then it's going to really upset me and make me very sad. Instead of me standing back and going, this ring that I have lost has gone to where it needs to be now. Or to whom it needs to be with now, rather than owning it. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Now, some cultures are very good at giving things away. And if you say you like something that they are wearing, they take it off and say it's yours then. So I'm not talking about going to such extremes, because I don't think you're going to take your solid gold ring off and give it to someone else. And that's not actually what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is that one begins to just today think through the day about attachment. What are you attached to? How easy is it for you to practice non-attachment or detachment? Do you remember a few months ago, the gold star that I wear, which I haven't actually got on today? I lost it. And that was a huge lesson to me about attachment. And I was sad and I was upset because my mother had given it to me at my 21st birthday. And so it meant a lot. It had a sentimental value. And this is what I'm meaning about attachment. And I guess what I'm saying is, what I kind of trained myself to do around that situation was to let it go and to be with the feeling, but not of the feeling, and to just say, okay, it's gone. Who knows if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's gone. And maybe if someone has found it, they really needed this sign from the universe today. Once I'd fully let go of it, it came back. Because someone found it, handed it into the restaurant I'd been at lunchtime. And when we went into the restaurant, well, actually the manager of the restaurant phoned me because I'd put on Facebook, if anyone sees this star, because I had a picture of it. And it came back to me. So that was a lesson of letting go and not being attached. And that through the letting go and the non-attachment, my lesson was then actually we give it back to you because we want, I'm being the divine now, the divine wants me to experience that and to learn that lesson. Now, we're also attached to people. And I know I'm going on a bit today, but I think this is quite important. Being attached to people. And of course we get attached to people because we love them. They're our best friend. They're our partner. They're our most beloved of beloveds. They're our family. They're our mother, our father. And we get attached to them so that when they go, or leave for whatever reason, it is such a painful experience. And you know, there's the saying which has just come into my mind: if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was yours in the first place. If it doesn't, it was never yours. I think that's a good note to end on at 14 minutes and 1 second. So thanks for joining me. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you for yet another Astro Bite tomorrow. Bye for now.